Hello, I want to talk to you about brain and heart coherence and how that technique is very useful to go through life in a completely different way, very empowered, rather than resisting and finding it all difficult. I'm going to share with you an experience that I went through last night. Last night, it was dark, I was driving, and I had to turn around. A little voice in my head was saying, turn around here, just don't follow the GPS, turn around here, it's just easier. But however, I felt the impulse to keep driving and go the same way that my GPS was telling me. I went that way, and to my dismay, I discovered that my GPS was taking me to go through a little tunnel, very, very narrow, and go through to get to the main road. In general, I always run away or drive away from very narrow places because I'm just afraid that I can scratch the car. I normally get very, very nervous, very anxious, and by me being nervous and anxious, it just makes it more difficult because I'm not relaxed and I cannot drive relaxedly, and it's just a mess. My heart normally pounds up and it doesn't work. But last night, even though that was really, really tight, that little space, I was driving and I felt that my heart was beating normally. I didn't get nervous, I didn't get anxious. And when I was 1 meter into that tunnel, the beeps starting beep, 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 signaling that I was very close by to the left and very close by to the wall to the right. So on both sides, it was very tight, as much as to get the beeps going in the car. Not only that, the ground was not flat. There were humps to go slower. So my car was in the middle of a tiny space. I couldn't go backwards anymore. I had just, the only chance that I had was to keep going forwards, and also was going 3D, right? But during the whole process, during all those 50 or 100 meters that I went through, I was completely relaxed, calmed, and I was feeling that I was holding the reins, if you know what I mean. When I went through the other side, wide street, I kept driving, and I thought to myself, this is this mind coherence power and resilience that they talk about, and now I have experienced it. Now, how can you get to that state? The way to get to that state is through going into your heart and being there. And by doing so, heart and brain move at the same time. The waves that one produces and the other one produces move at the same time. Imagine a drummer in your head, a drummer in your heart, and both of them are beating at the same rhythm. That's what it is. How do you get there? Well, what I can share is my experience. And it took me at least a year to go through early morning meditations. By early morning, I mean just when I wake up, not before, not at 3, not at 4, not at 5, whenever I woke up, for a few minutes. And I'm saying 1 to 5, sometimes 10. The first thing that I did was breathe deep 2 or 3 times and focus on my breathing, focus on the air, right? Rather than going to the thoughts of, I have to do today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100 things. No, just breathe, focus on the air going in and down and out and in and out. Then touch my heart, where I think my heart is, and then I will be thinking of something that could bring care or compassion or whatever love is for you, but love of the kind that is nurturing. Normally I would think about my kids, and I would breathing into that feeling for a few minutes, not too many. And after practicing these for a number of months, I could feel physically that connection. If you think this is weird, think of the other way around. When you, I don't know, run over your car, your dog, or somebody runs over your dog, or you lose a person that you like, or love and cherish, or something really bad happens to you, or that's your interpretation. When you think of that again, your body feels it. I'm sure you move over like this, your shoulders go down, you look down, and you don't smile. I'm sure all those things happen, right? Your body remembers all the emotions associated with that event. Well, the good news is that likewise, you can associate the emotions of something positive, like the love that you feel for your kids, or the joy of whatever, being alive, or maybe you can remember some holidays where you had a great time, or you can remember the good times and you can recall that emotion, and your body can get there as well. Now I can call it like this: I can feel physically what it feels like to feel that loving here. And now, after some time, I eventually realized, wow, this is the power of this connection, brain and heart. This is what it's like that the waves go at the same time. I also had the great pleasure and honor of spending some time with Dr. Patel. She's one of the top trainers of JoeDispenza. She has this little device in which, from the HeartMath Institute, in which you can see in a monitor how much in coherence you are. In coherence means that both drummers are drumming at the same time. Therefore, as a scientist, I love seeing that on the screen. And I know exactly when I feel this way, I can see what the result in the screen is, what the wavelengths look like. And now I can see that. What's the relationship between those wavelengths going that way, with in alignment with what I feel in my head, in my body, and I can see how much resilient I am, how I can deal with things in a different fashion, more empowered. From here, I want to encourage you into stepping into your own power. The other day, I was talking to a friend of mine, a beautiful human being. She lost not one child, two children. And she was telling me how, by letting go the pain of having lost those kids, she would feel guilty. So she was reliving the emotions of losing her kids every single day. So for her body, she was losing her kids every day. She thought, I would be guilty. It's as if I didn't never love them, if I let go of this feeling of feeling crap, really. And then she realized that after some work, she realized that no, she can focus on celebrating the lives of those kids and all the joy and all the learnings that she got from them. And that was beautiful. Likewise, I invite you from here to let go of some emotions that don't serve you, that don't serve me, that don't serve anybody. If you are relaxed, you can face things going on in your life in a different manner, and you will become an inspiration for other people as well. If in the case of my friend losing her kids, do you think that the kids that she had left, she and her husband, could be happier if their mom and dad were happier with them than if they were mourning over the other kid's death forever and ever? Just think of that. We loved our kids. If they go, let them go. Let them go and just enjoy who they were and all the lessons and all the love that you could live with them. And you can apply this to anything, to drive you more relaxed, to face a meeting that you don't really want to go through a divorce, to go through anything. Love you.